This is the 4-inch Malian exhaust, and this is what it sounds like. For some really important context, the rest of my exhaust system is not stock. The car is a 2003 NBFL with the 1.8 VVT engine, currently 133 horsepower dynoed. The rest of the exhaust system is made up of stainless steel eBay headers running into the Malian Race Cat and an IL Motorsports high-flow center silencer. This setup gives me a really good balance between street legality and being able to pass local inspections, while still getting higher flow and higher throughput than the OEM Mazda specification exhaust system would. For those of you who are curious about how this Malian backbox sounds on a stock system, I did actually briefly run it before putting in the rest of the components, and here is what that sounded like. Let's answer the most pressing question first. Would I recommend this exhaust after having run it for 3 months on my daily MX5? The answer to that is a resounding no, absolutely not. Let's take a quick look at the reasons as to why someone would pick this exhaust up. Firstly, we have the price point. It's priced incredibly aggressively compared to some of the other options on the market, and that is for a very good reason that we'll touch on later. Secondly, if you're at all into Japanese car culture, it's difficult not to love the oversized 4-inch exit. That specific point leads us to our first problem. This exhaust comes with a decibel killer, and it comes with a decibel killer for a very good reason, which is associated with the low price point. Most normal aftermarket exhaust options for MX-5s include a muffler similar to the stock setup that Mazda ship these cars with. Notably, with the Malian backbox, this is essentially a straight pipe between your middle silencer and the exhaust tip. Fitting this to the factory exhaust system without the decibel killer will result in drone that is so bad you will wish that God had not given you the sense of hearing. Merely at idle, it is painful. Backing out of the driveway is painful. So what do you have to do? You have to put in the decibel killer. You've bought this beautiful 4-inch exhaust, and now you have a decibel killer stuck into it, resembling something that modern auto manufacturers are doing, where they pretend to have this glorious exhaust, whilst in fact it's just a 1-inch exit going into a fake shroud. Do you really want to spend the money on a 4-inch exhaust only to have it look like this? I don't think you do. Let's fast forward to the point in time when I upgraded the rest of my exhaust system to the aforementioned parts. You may have noticed that the decibel killer I'm using is not the one that Malian provided. The reason I bought a third-party decibel killer and didn't use the included one is because the one Malian provides is oversized, it's a nightmare to get in, it's a bigger nightmare to get out, and it's not adjustable. The one I found online here was incredibly cheap. It's a perfect diameter, it slides in and out quite easily. That's what she said! And has an adjustable bypass valve, which lets you control the air bypassing the decibel killer, so you can adjust exactly how loud you want it to be, or close it completely for the full decibel killing effect. So let me paint you a picture of how this sounded without the decibel killer in after the high flow upgrade. Only do this if you wish to sound like a rally car. And I'm not on about an amateur rally car. I'm on about a World Rally Championship car. People will hear you coming from 2 kilometers away. They will be standing out in their driveway, phones in hand, family gathered, ready to film whatever is coming up the road because they have no idea. It could be a rally car, it could be a full-blown race car, only to witness the disappointment in their eyes when it's a bone stock looking MX5. Unfortunately, I can't give you a representative sound sample due to the way that YouTube processes normalization. However, I do want to leave you with some idea. So what I've done is traveled out into the countryside where absolutely no one lives, just to be able to take the decibel killer out and give you a representative recording of the unsilenced system. I can't run it like that. I am pretty sure I would be deaf within a further month of driving the car. So, again, what solution do we have but to put in the DB killer? That setup is what you've heard throughout the video, and that's the setup I'm currently running. I could quieten it down more, however I've just got it at that perfect spot where it's loud, it doesn't annoy the neighbours too much, and on top of that I can pass a police car with plausible deniability, and they're asking themselves, did that pass inspection? Yeah, it probably did. If I floor it, it gets very loud. However, if you're cruising around town between 2000 and 3000 RPM, no one is any the wiser. So who is this exhaust perfect for? The first group of people are those who don't care about the aesthetics of the DB killer. You bought a 4-inch exhaust just to be okay with the fact that your real exhaust tip is 1.5 inches. The second group of people are those who are deaf, hearing impaired, do not mind loss of their sense of hearing, do not have neighbours, do not have road regulations, do not have any form of an inspection that their car needs to pass on a yearly basis, and or just love being that obnoxious motherfucker doing illegal shit. So here's my 3-month verdict on this exhaust. Unfortunately, it's not a good one because anytime I come home, I'm irritated, my ears are ringing, and I open up numerous websites to shop for alternative exhaust solutions. It's just too loud, it's just too obnoxious. It doesn't matter if the decibel killer is in or out or how open or closed the vents are. So what are my options? I can replace it. I can replace it with an OEM Plus option in a similar design to the original Mazda one. I could go for a twin tip, be it dual center exit or the standard twin tip with a tip either side of the car. Or I could do the more unconventional thing and try to actually repair this one. As we've touched on before, the biggest problem with this exhaust is that it doesn't have a muffler or silencer between where it connects to the rest of the system and the tip itself. So I've gone ahead and bought a muffler, which I'm going to insert into it, and we'll see, hopefully, it reduces the noise that this car makes. That's it from me. Stay tuned for the next video where I'm going to attempt to fix this exhaust by fitting my own muffler to it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.